And I'm Stephanie Joseph. We've got a lot to get to this morning, just like any other morning. But first, we want to get a look at some of the news you need to know.
Christian Garzone live in the newsroom. He's taking a look at some of our headlines this morning. Christian?
Good morning, ladies. We begin with growing calls for accountability as two people face murder charges in the death of a Rochester toddler. The toddler's mother, 25-year-old India Duncan, and her partner, 30-year-old Joshua Velez, are accused of causing the death of 2-year-old Isaiah Jones in May. Monroe County, which oversees Child Protective Services, says it's limited on what can be said legally at this time, but county leaders say they share the public's concern and demand for accountability and transparency in this. New this morning, Rochester police telling us of a stabbing overnight that's left one person in critical condition. They say it happened around 2:30 on Fillmore Street. A 46-year-old man was stabbed in the upper body. He is in critical but stable condition. Police say they are still working on determining the circumstances that led to the stabbing. We're working to learn more information about an overnight investigation in Penfield. This was on Rossbrook Drive near Browncroft Boulevard around 11 o'clock last night. You can see police blocking off a section of the roadway. We have reached out to law enforcement for more details on this. 4 people are facing weapons charges after Rochester police say they found a loaded handgun during a traffic stop. Officers say they pulled the unregistered and uninsured car over last night near Portland and Clifford for several traffic violations. While removing people from the car, they found that weapon. 2 20-year-olds, an 18-year-old, and a 16-year-old were all charged with criminal possession of a weapon. Rochester's most popular charity sale event continues today. Saints Place is hosting its annual Super Sale at St. John of Rochester in Perrinton. Today, all remaining items are half price and profits go towards supporting local refugees. The sale continues through tomorrow. We have more information on 13wham.com about this. That's what you need to know. Back to you, ladies, in the studio.
All right, Christian, thank you.
All right, let's get a look at what we have brewing for the next 2 hours, starting with a fundraiser that's taking things to a whole new level. This morning, we are looking ahead to the Arc of Monroe and the Arc Ontario's Over the Edge event, giving brave volunteers the chance to rappel down the side of the Hyatt Regency, all to support a great cause. And we'll tell you how you can take the leap and benefit their mission.
Much braver than I could ever be.
I can't imagine.
Truly. Then we're looking ahead to the weekend for the Neighborhood of the Arts annual summer social. We're sitting down with organizers to learn more about what they have planned for the packed event, including local shopping, live activities, and special giveaways too.
And later, get ready to take a trip back to the 90s. The Gin Blossoms are hitting the stage at CMAC this weekend. Alongside the band Blues Traveler, we are catching up with Gin Blossoms lead singer Robin Wilson to talk more about the tour and what fans can expect at the concert this weekend.
All right, before all of that, let's talk about the forecast on this Friday Eve. We'll expect some hot and humid air, along with a couple isolated showers throughout the day. The man, the myth, the legend, meteorologist Marty Snyder, tracking what we can expect as the day plays out. Marty?
Yeah, still starting off with at least a couple of those showers out there. It's one of those cases where there's not a lot of activity out there at this point, but that chance will be there for an isolated shower or thunderstorm pretty much at any point today. You can see a lot of numbers in the 70s for the short term. Longer term, we're going to be in the mid 80s. And at least there have been a couple little small areas of rain out there, but notice with a bit of an impact, very isolated, but one of those lifting up from anywhere from the very western portion of Henrietta up through portions of Brighton and even up into the city of Rochester right now. Most areas starting off dry, but again, there have been those couple little segments that have been passing through, causing some quick bursts of rain for a few places. 86 for today, maybe a thunderstorm by the afternoon, still in the mid 80s over the next couple days. And as we head into next week, numbers pull back a little bit, but not really any huge cool down. We'll be in the 70s then. So overall, pretty summer-like today with at least that slight chance of a couple showers and thunderstorms. Not a washout, but at least a few of those may occasionally try to pass through today.
It's good to know that we can enjoy part of the day at least. I mean, for us, we'll probably be in bed by the time these showers happen, so.
That's about it.
We hope, at least, right?
Yeah.
I feel like for me, this time of year, the bedtime just gets like later and later and later, but hopefully, yeah, we'll be asleep by then.
Yeah, my problem was I took a 2-hour nap in the middle of the afternoon yesterday. I did not get up soon enough to get the lawn raked before the rain came in at the end of the day. I was out there and almost had it done, but just didn't quite finish.
Convenient, Marty, convenient.
Yeah, right?
We know how much you've been dreading that.
It's all my plan, right?
Thanks, Marty, we
Sure.
appreciate it.
All right, let's go off the top now and start with some things that have piqued our interest this morning. I'll go first today, and it's a story that some may call a real stinker. So Lollapalooza may be over, but attendees are still making headlines. There's a video circulating online that appears to show people crowd surfing a bag of pee. Let that sink in for a second.
That's disgusting.
I first saw
Are you
this.
kidding me?
Yes, I first saw this in the New York Post. You can see a clear bag with yellow liquid right there sitting in a cardboard box. Where'd they even get the cardboard box from? It's unclear.
That's what you're worried about? Where did they get the bag of pee?
I don't know. It's unclear who was performing at the time or when this happened. There are a lot of unknowns about the bag, but one can assume it was meant to prevent a concert goer from missing the performance. And people, well, they're going off online about this, calling it diabolical. So check out what they had to say. Lisa is absolutely disgusted. She says, quote, "That is so gross, and so is the girl who took a poo in the middle of a show. My God."
Yup.
And I don't know if she's referring to the Noah Kahn one or Christian did a Truth or Trash about this. So one or the other. There shouldn't be multiple incidents, but here we are. Others are thanking their lucky stars that they didn't go to the event. This person says, "Kind of grateful I have not ever gone to Lollapalooza." Another user found this entire thing bizarre and said there was only one reasonable solution, adding, quote, "They all look happy touching that box. I would have thrown that if I could have got the chance." And as for Mark, he says festivals need to start giving permanent bans for people that decide to use the bathroom in the crowd. This is pure filth and disgusting. Apparently, skipping the bathroom at live events has become a widespread issue. Pop star Olivia Rodrigo said she knows some people wear diapers to be in the front row, and she can smell it. iHeartRadio Canada reports that someone at a festival in London, her festival, held up a sign fully admitting it last year. At the time, Rodrigo said, "Thank you for doing that. That's crazy." And apparently someone defecated at a Noah Kahn concert in June. The singer had to take to social media to ask his fans to just go to the bathroom and take pity on venue workers. I didn't know that this would...
Speak your mind, Steph.
I have so many thoughts. One of them being that I hate to do general admission seating for concerts for this reason.
Yes.
Just because I like to have a place where I can go, know that that's my seat, and know that the view that I paid for is going to be the view that I have. There's a lot of pressure, especially if you're seeing someone who's like more new on the scene, or you're going to a festival to just stay there and like make your spot known. And if we had more options where people didn't have to do general,
Well, right. Okay. So I'm on the same page with you here.
Yeah.
First of all, you should not be doing that.
Ew.
That, real talk. Please don't. Actually, it's not even please. Just don't. Just don't. But you're right. A bigger problem here is the fact that, first of all, ticket prices are so expensive. It is a fight to the death.
It is.
To get in the queue and get your hands on a ticket for the concert you want to go to. And even then, you're paying $500, $600 for an artist, right?
Yeah.
And if you do that open floor plan, whatever it is, I mean, you may not get back to the spot that you had. You may not be able to find whoever it is that you went with. So we know that some of these ticket companies that shall remain unnamed have been dealing with some legal issues related to that. And I think that this is a perfect example of the consequences that come along with it.
Yeah.
We now have artists and concert goers saying, hey, this is what we have to do. We have to fight to get in the queue. We have to pay all of this money, and then we can't even go to the bathroom if we need to go to the bathroom for the show.
Yeah.
Just wild. Totally. And you know what? But back to the main story of this. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
That's disgusting. You should not be passing bodily fluids along in a crowd. And I feel like that's something I shouldn't have to say to you.
Yeah.
Not you, but you.
Yeah. I can't believe that it made it as far as it did. That person who said I would have thrown it on the ground, I would have thought that that's the first thing that would have happened. It wouldn't have moved at all.
But what if it broke open and then it got everywhere?
No one would move. No one would go anywhere.
I would be sprinting out of there.
Yeah. They would just be like,
get me to the closest shower. A nightmare, truly. I have not been to a concert like that, with that. I can't even remember what you call it.
I think it's like general something.
Yeah. General admission. It's been 10 years since I've done that because it was so
It's
Like,
traumatic.
well, yeah, right? I mean, you're squished in there, and I was pretty close to the front, and then they do that surge where everybody like rushes the stage. I mean, at the time I was like young and fun and I was all about it, but as a grown up now, I'm like, that's terrifying and very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
And now with this, now there's the chance that I will be touching bodily fluids. No, thank you.
Yeah. The last time I had done this, I was in high school when there was a general admission to the Fillmore in Silver Spring, if anyone knows that venue. It's not super big.
Okay.
But my friends and I, we made it to probably close to the front, maybe 3-4 rows behind. And we like pushed through to get to the front as much as we could. But yeah, it was an experience. One person, I remember she had to be taken away because I think it was all too much for her because you're cramped in there like sardines. And I feel like other people, there have been plenty of other concerts where something like that has happened, but something needs to be done. I feel like we'll start first with not using the bathroom. We'll use the bathroom, go to them at concerts, but don't do it while you're in the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good baseline.
Yeah.
We'll move along to mine. A battle over a beaver in Ohio. We're not talking about the actual critter, but rather a trademark lawsuit filed by gas station and convenience store chain Buc-ee's against a mini mart in Ohio. The chain says that small business has a logo that is simply too familiar to its own, adding that customers could think that the two stores are related when the reality is they aren't. So the Mini Mart is located in Beaver Creek, Ohio. So the name, Beaver Mini Mart, it's pretty fitting, right? Yeah. It makes more sense than most random roadside stops. The store has been in business since 2017 and is about 16 miles away from the nearest Buc-ee's. It was also open for years before Buc-ee's ever came to Ohio. The Beaver's Mini Mart logo is shown. Do we have a close-up of the logo, Ashley? We should. There it is. It's kind of cute, right? Got a little cartoon beaver there. It almost looks like clip art. Like if you typed in, make me a cartoon beaver into an AI generator, this is probably what you get. Pretty close to it, right? Yeah. Well, that's not the only problem that Buc-ee's has with this business. The company says that the red used in the logo, well, it matches its own branding and violates the federal registered trademarks. Much of the community has found the lawsuit absolutely ridiculous, especially since this isn't the first time Buc-ee's has gone after a small business over similar imagery or colors. The company has filed more than a dozen similar lawsuits. This whole debacle actually started on Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. So he pointed out the similarities between the two logos. Hey, you didn't think anything would really come of it though. But the company, once they filed that lawsuit, Oliver encouraged Buc-ee's to instead sue his show instead of that small business that might not have the financial ability to defend themselves. Meantime, an Ohio apparel company, well, they're showing support for the shop. Cincy Shirts, owned by comedian Josh Sneed and artist Darren Overhalser, has created a Beaver's Mini Mart merchandise line so people can help support the business. The money raised from the hats and the shirts that they sell will go directly back to the Beaver Creek shop. Local leaders say the lawsuit lacks common sense and the company should essentially pick on someone its own size.
Yeah, you know, I'm not really seeing the deep similarities.
Listen, me neither.
And when it comes to the color, I know on Canva, for example, you can put in the code.
Yeah.
Is that what they did here?
Listen, I have no idea. I know so little about design and trademarks and color numbers and all of it. To me, they look entirely different.
Yeah.
The only similarity is that beavers are involved with both of these mini marts. Yeah. And that's it.
I just really...
Buc-ee's isn't even a mini mart. Sorry to interrupt, but it's like this massive chain. And if you've ever been to a Buc-ee's, like, listen, give credit where it's due. Yeah. It's a nice stop. Like, you go to Buc-ee's, you're gonna be there for a minute. It's a little chaotic, but you're gonna spend some time in there. The bathrooms are great. Yeah. A lot of different food options.
Beaver nuggets.
Those are, have you had those?
No, I really want to.
Some people find them very, very delicious.
Okay.
I am not the largest fan, but you know, Buc-ee's in general is pretty good. I'm not really too fond of this Buc-ee. Yeah. I find this to be a little rude.
I hope that they drop this lawsuit at least. I don't know what it looks like for the other places, but clearly you're in a place where you have more status in the community, in the country, even globally. So it's just like, I think people can differentiate, you know.
You're in Beaver Creek.
Yeah.
Like,
you're on their territory.
Exactly. They were there first.
Yeah.
Just wild.
It really
Wild.
is.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it. We have much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're checking in with Chris Lopez. He's live this morning helping a local business celebrate their 50th anniversary.
Hey, take us with you. You can watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 WAMP YouTube page and foxrochester.com. We are back after this.
Hello, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
We watched that, and it was like, my wife was like, I actually think this is like.
#818, a Rochester bakery that's been serving up sweet treats and creating memorable moments for the community is celebrating a big milestone.
Yeah, Cheesy Eddie's is marking 50 years in business, building a loyal following with its famous cheesecakes, carrot cakes, and a variety of other homemade desserts that have become local favorites. Chris Lopez is live at their Henrietta location this morning, getting a behind-the-scenes look at the story behind the business. Chris?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we have been exploring all different aspects of Cheesy Eddie's business and what makes them successful and how it makes them successful. We actually haven't explored the shipping. I bring in Stephen Baker, the Big Cheese. The last time we didn't actually explore, we really didn't talk about that you guys shipped when I was here for National Cheesecake Day the last time. But you guys actually do ship, and you ship pretty far. Where's the farthest you've shipped?
We do. We shipped to Honolulu, Hawaii not too long ago. We overnighted a bunch of our Jillian's Delight cookies, and yeah, we ship all over the continental U.S. and have shipped to all 50 states within the last year.
Is that an aspect of your business that you think more people should know about rather than having to come in here and maybe rush an order or something like that? Hey, I have to pick up a cheesecake so I can send it.
Yes and no. It's a good option to have.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because of the way that our business is set up, it is perishable product, and
Yeah.
so the shipping costs can get expensive depending on where you're trying to send it to, because everything's got to get there within 2 days max. So those are the options that we have available. The closer options in Pennsylvania, Maine, that area nearby, it's a lot more affordable because we can send it with UPS ground and have it get there within 2 days. But once you start going beyond a certain radius, California, it does start to get pretty pricey.
You ship everything? All items, doesn't matter what? Or
It depends. So
Okay.
we actually have a shipping website that has all of the different products that we have available on there. Certain products we can't ship because of the topping or the frosting or because it just doesn't hold up as well. And so I know we looked at some of the carrot cakes earlier.
Yep, we have one right now for an example.
Our shipping option for carrot cake, same recipe, same ingredients, same everything. It's just a bundt cake. And so what we do is, instead of the frosting on the outside and on top and decorated, it still goes in between the layers, but then the frosting is actually tucked in the center of the cake. And so it still has the same ratio of frosting to layers. It's just packed so that when we freeze it, we are able to shrink wrap it and have it all packed up, and so it holds up nicely. So
Okay.
we'll take one of these once we get an order for it. We have these styrofoam coolers that we'll pack things up in. It fits nicely in here. And then we'll put a bunch of bubble wrap inside it. We've got some pads to help keep with the moisture as things start to thaw. And then once it's all packed up nice and tight, we'll put an ice pack on top, depending on where it's going. Sometimes it's a half a pound, sometimes it's a pound, depending on the time of year. The warmer it gets, the more you want to keep it frozen as much as possible. And so this all gets packed up. Again, bubble wrap gets put on the side so that there's as little air in there as possible to keep heat and moisture out. Lid goes on, gets packed up nice and tight with some tape. It's a little bit loud, so I won't do it. But yeah, once this is ready, we slap a label on it. And then the important part for us to know actually is this, when we get orders for it, we'll pack it up and then it will sit in our freezer here up until 6 o'clock every day. And so that way we don't drop it off and the life starts to tick away from it and things start to thaw. We keep it in our freezer until the very last second so that when it goes out, if it's getting delivered next day, it leaves our freezer at 6 o'clock. And so it's not sitting somewhere and already starting to warm, at noon on, any given day.
What's that website that people can go check out to see where and what you can ship?
Yep. ShipCheesyEddies.com.
Okay.
So
ShipCheesyEddies.com.
it's easily confusable with our regular website, which is shopcheesyeeddies.com. But if you're on Shop Cheesy Eddies, there should be a tab on the top that says shipping.
Okay.
It's our preferred way of doing it. It's got all the different options that are out there. It does pricing for you, and it has address verification. If people aren't, they don't want to use the website, we're also more than happy to take shipping orders over the phone.
There we go.
Yeah.
We'll ship it to you guys back at the station since I'm supposed to bring back some cheesecake for that 9:40 segment. We'll see if shipping can make it there before I can make it there for that 9:40 segment. We'll check back in with you guys at 8:40 here from Cheesy Eddie's.
Just bring it. Just bring it.
Yeah.
Don't pay for the postage. Just bring it with you, Chris.
Exactly. It's free. That's free. So, sounds easy.
It looks amazing.
I know. Oh my God.
Chris has stopped answering us, but
He,
I guess what
He
else
went
is-
radio silent on us at 7.
he did the same thing at 7:30. Yeah. He only talks when Dan is here,
Oh.
I guess.
Have to see.
When we come back on ARC Rochester, it is time for a little weather trivia.
Meteorologist Marty Snyder is back with us after this.
8:26. Welcome back. It is time for a little weather trivia. Meteorologist Marty Snyder here. We're talking about the forecast, but first, we have to do what everybody's waiting for.
It's trivia time.
It is trivia time.
And I actually verified that my post actually hit the internet this time. Last time I went through the motions, it never hit, so it was a little delayed getting it out there for folks to answer. So it's out there now. You can go online and give a guess for it. We're going to have the answer coming up at 9 a.m. But here is the question, so you can look at it right now. And this one, we're taking a little bit of a different angle. Lots of times we do the science side of it. This is more like the management side, I guess you could say, of a federal agency. So the National Weather Service, we rely on them for a lot of the warnings, the watches, things that we get. Well, what part of the federal government, or which part of the federal government are they part of? Which department? We have the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health and Human Services, the Department of Commerce, or the Department of Agriculture. So what department do they fall under in the federal government? Like I say, a little different angle to this question today than the normal ones that we do.
But I like it because I feel like I might know. Steph?
Okay.
I can knock out 2 for sure.
Okay.
And maybe, I'm not confident in it, but I have a guess.
Yeah. It's a tough one.
Let it marinate.
But,
one of those
but
that you know what
it's
you're doing.
unique. I like it.
Yeah. So,
This is good.
taking a little different angle today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We might go back to more of a science one tomorrow, but I figured we'd change it up a little bit today and do something a little different for Thursday. But today's going to be a different day as far as we're going to see at least a couple showers out there, but not an all-day rain. Today's one of those little odd cases where, yeah, the chance is going to be there for a shower, a thunderstorm on and off, but I think much of the day is going to end up being dry for us. We're starting off in the 70s, we'll end up in the mid-80s. That humidity already really noticeable, and that'll stay the case. And a lot of the rain that we have been seeing so far today has been really, really isolated. Notice how really you can't see a whole lot over the Rochester area. Your eyes are probably drawn to the west there, west of Toronto. But what we're seeing right now is mainly activity that's just forming in place, forming across Monroe County, lifting northeast across the region. So you can see a couple of those pockets that have been out there. One little shower as you look off to the southwest, just outside of Scottsville over towards Riga. Even a band of heavier rain anywhere from, I'll say, Brighton up through the Can of Worms area, up through Penfield, and even up into Webster right now. So again, that activity continues to move through. Most areas starting off dry, but again, if you're under that one little cell there, you're getting a good amount of rain in a short-term time frame out of that one little pocket of rain. And we're just going to see it vary by quite a bit. Yeah, there you can see some of that rain. Even hit the camera lens there for just a brief time frame, but notice how quickly it moved out. So I think that's going to be the theme today. Just a couple little brief showers out there, but something you want to be aware of just in case you have any outdoor plans, just so you're not caught out there during one of those showers as they pass through. But 73 right now, the humidity, that's quite high. The dew point, that's starting off near 70. So just a really elevated range for that humidity. Already you can notice it out there now, and I think that'll be the case as we head deeper into the day as well. Really not much of a change there. Yesterday it ramped up throughout the day. Today we're pretty much there at that high point, and it's going to hold in that high value throughout the day. And a lot of these temperatures pretty mild. We're starting off with a lot of 70s out there. A few places fell back into the 60s earlier this morning. Now we're seeing most areas hold somewhere in that almost mid-70s range, if not in the mid-70s currently. And today we're going to see some more breaks of sun return. So any of those few little isolated showers that are out there, they're going to move out. We're going to see a few more breaks of sun work in. And even during the afternoon, notice that risk of rain, it's around us. You can see a few through the Finger Lakes there through the afternoon, even a couple little isolated showers flashing on the screen there to the west. But for the most part, I think a lot of areas do stay dry for a good portion of the day today, but it is one of those days where a little shower could pop up at any point, so just be aware of that. Maybe a little higher risk of rain as we head into the middle of tomorrow. Notice how we start off dry tomorrow. Here's about 6 a.m. Start off with a cloud cover, but heading later in the morning, early afternoon, that one little phase of moisture passes through. But then by mid-afternoon, a lot of that's to our east by tomorrow, and then I think a lot of the remainder of the day could end up being dry, with one exception, that one little pocket to the south there by later in the day. So bottom line, we're going to see a couple different chances for rain out there over the next couple days, but I think we're going to see a lot of the hours of each of these next couple days stay pretty dry for us. 86 today, which is about 4 degrees above average, down to 71 tonight, which is almost 10 degrees above the average low. And then heading through Friday and Saturday, still in that 80s range. Notice how we just kind of lose a couple degrees here and there, and even as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we slide back mostly into the upper 70s then. So still keep some warmth around. None of those days chilly, even after we do drop back a little bit. But overall, some good news for a lot of these upcoming days. A little bit of rain, not a whole lot, but at least some good salvageable portions to a lot of these upcoming days.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, we have this lovely countdown.
Yeah,
I saw it out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, man. I still feel like it's too early.
Yeah.
I thought we agreed that like November, or no, not November. October was when we were going to start.
Yeah, well,
At least that's what I thought.
I mean, then again, by October, fall has already started.
So maybe
But I
like-
mean, this is kind of, it's severe.
Yeah.
This is pretty
Severe.
deep into fall, that picture. It's
That
not the
is.
first day of
Yeah.
fall.
it still doesn't even feel like August. I'm still thinking it's July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had any sweet corn yet. You got to pass
Ooh.
that portion.
Yeah.
Our corn is starting to come up pretty well out here.
This is going to be a dumb question. I'll ask it anyway. How tall does corn normally get before it's like ready?
It can be different varieties, at least 6 to 8 feet. I mean, my dad has some of them that it's just amazing the height on these things. I don't know the different varieties. I'll have to ask my dad that question because he has different varieties that he plants.
Okay.
He staggers them by a couple weeks too, so they germinate at different rates so that, you have a couple rows that are ready for, certain week in August. Next couple weeks is another couple rows. So there's a science behind it that I wish I knew a little bit better, but
Wow.
my dad's the one to ask. I
I
can
was-
get that answer for you.
Credit to your dad, for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And it's funny because every once in a while I'll see like one lone corn plant that'll sprout, from the last year's seeds when something gets into it and kind of spreads the seeds throughout there. Sometimes the raccoons get in and they like to
Yeah.
have some corn too during the season.
Hey, sweet corn. Who doesn't like it,
Everyone
right?
likes it, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Marty. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, don't go anywhere. We have much more to get to here on Arc Rochester.
We'll be right back.
.35 on this Thursday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on Arc Rochester. We want to take you behind the story now as the White House is looking to increase its efforts to crack down on government fraud.
Yeah, this comes as the administration takes a closer look at what it calls millions in Medicare and Medicaid fraud. Kayla Gaskins has more.
This is despicable behavior, and it's something that we've allowed to go on for too long.
The White House says its anti-fraud task force has identified $235 billion in suspected fraud across the federal government. But Vice President J.D. Vance, who's leading the charge, says the effort can only go so far without Congress.
This effort will fundamentally always have a limitation unless our colleagues in the House and the Senate are working with us.
The administration is asking lawmakers for 3 major changes. First, requiring states and the federal government to share more data to better detect fraud in programs like Medicaid and SNAP.
You can solve 95% of this problem with simple technological verification and data sharing measures.
Second, the task force wants Congress to dramatically increase the criminal sentences associated with even low-level fraud.
Every single person who considers raiding one of our agencies and taking money out of our pockets needs to think long and hard about what might happen to them if they are caught.
And third, additional funding for fraud investigations.
It's the sort of investment that, unlike most of the money you guys spend, it never comes back to D.C. Every dollar you give us comes back at least 5 or 10-fold.
The push comes as the Justice Department continues to expand its healthcare fraud enforcement. This week, federal prosecutors announced charges against 19 people in Pennsylvania, accused of schemes involving more than $4 million in alleged Medicare and Medicaid fraud. The White House says it hopes to build bipartisan support for these proposals in Congress, but for now, the legislative push is being led solely by Republicans. In Washington, I'm Kayla Gaskins.
Stick around, so much more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back. We're once again going live to Chris Lopez enjoying a slice of cheesecake this Thursday morning.
A slice or 2
or 3.
Don't forget, we are streaming on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
Can we pull this out? It's cupcakes, but it has them all. Welcome back. A sweet Rochester business is celebrating a big milestone.
50 years of serving up delicious desserts and making life's special moments a little sweeter.
Cheesy Eddie's Bakery first opened its doors in 1976 and has become a local favorite, known for its famous cheesecakes, of course, carrot cakes, and other handmade treats. Chris Lopez is live at their Henrietta location this morning. Looks like he's scouting out his next treat. Chris, what you got for us?
We have a lot for you guys. Well, really a lot for me. I'm taking all of this home, bringing none of this back to you. I'm going back home after this live shot here. It's over after this. Check this out. Look at what I'm bringing back home. Key lime, s'mores, Oreo, peanut butter, carrot cake, red velvet. I don't know what that is, though. Here was Stephen Baker this morning to let me know. Which one is that one right here?
That's our very chocolate
Okay,
cupcake.
very
Yeah.
chocolate. I'll take that as well. Man, so you guys go beyond just the cheesecake. Did that start before you guys took over the business, or did you guys come in and kind of reorganize things a bit?
Little bit of both. So there's some products that have been around for a while and that we kind of took over from Eddie's family 23 years ago. And then some other things like the cupcakes and some of the delights we incorporated over the years. One of my favorites, actually, which, believe it or not, shortly after we bought the business, we had the cookies already and we had the frosting, but nobody came up with the idea to put them into a sandwich.
Whose idea was that? Because that was freaking fantastic. I love those things.
Jillian, who it's named after, she used to
Okay.
come in and put some frosting on the cookie and would have it kind of like, butter on toast. And I started bullying my parents saying, we should sell these. And they were a little hesitant because they just bought the business and they didn't want to shake things up. And they finally caved and did it. And in a couple of hours, they all sold. And they were like, all right, well, we might be onto something. And so, sure enough, by volume, because they're a little bit smaller, this is actually our number one selling item.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Oh, wow.
our most popular is still the cheesecake, but yeah, in terms of volume, we sell more of these than we do of the carrot cakes.
That's a good choice, by the way. If you've never had the cookie, it's absolutely fantastic. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, late night snack, pre-breakfast snack. That is a fantastic choice. And then here, I assume, I'm not positive, this is the Oreo cheesecake.
Yeah,
This is my favorite cheesecake right here.
Oreo's
Do you know when this got incorporated, the Oreo?
This was somewhere in the 2007,
Okay.
2008 range. So
Okay.
the over the top line was my parents. They started to take a little bit more risks of some exciting different flavors and incorporating those, and yeah, it was a good move.
A risk that eventually paid off. That is a fantastic choice as well. And then I think, am I supposed to bring this back? This one, right? Yeah.
That's for you guys to
Steven
enjoy.
Steven's like, yeah, you have to bring it back to share. This is going to be, or this is the standout right here. The original, the OG, the cheesecake. Nothing else.
Years it's been around, hasn't changed one bit. Same ingredients, same process. Nothing's changed. They found something that worked, and we would be dumb to tinker with it at all.
Yeah. Always got to try that if you're here. And then the last one, which is your second best-selling item overall, carrot cake?
So the cheesecake is our best across all flavors, and then carrot cakes are our second best. So, yeah, same recipe again, same frosting that has been around for 50 years, and yeah, it's a fan favorite.
My final and most important question, what's the succession plan for you? I'm just kidding. That's it.
That's for mom and dad.
Yeah, that is for mom and dad who are watching right now. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio. I have to get back to the studio to, I guess, bring you
Share.
guys something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris,
Stay tuned.
I thought that you were giving up all sweets. I thought that you were cutting out sugar because it hurt your back or something. So I think, I don't really
can
think
help
you need to
you
share
out.
here.
I have people at home that are also waiting on cheesecake.
Okay.
So
All right.
just because I don't eat it doesn't mean that my fam bam doesn't.
All right.
Okay.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. When we come back, we are looking ahead to an upcoming fundraiser. It'll have people facing their fears, and it's for a great cause.
Yeah, we'll tell you more coming up after this.
stay away from the, any kind of vegetables at, restaurants and stuff like that.
Consumers expressing concerns about where they get their fresh produce amid a growing outbreak of cyclosporiasis tied to lettuce.
Just try to watch what we're eating, make sure we're washing everything.
Health officials have linked the outbreak of the intestinal illness to lettuce sold at restaurants such as Taco Bell and some grocery stores. According to federal health officials, the outbreak now accounts for cases across 15 states. This after 6 states were added to the list, after lab testing showed illnesses there were likely caused by the same strain of the tiny Cyclospora parasite. The parasite burrows into the lining of the small intestine. It can cause weeks of severe, debilitating gastrointestinal symptoms if left untreated. Some consumers are opting for alternatives when it comes to where they get fresh produce.
I feel more comfortable taking from a local farmer than from a supermarket.
Local farmers tend to agree.
Growing local and having it directly fresh out of the ground here. We're not shipping it, so it has no contamination.
The CDC has tallied more than 6,000 cases in the outbreak. Nearly 300 of those cases resulted in hospitalization. 2 people have died. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Vanilla skin. Yeah.
Okay, so did you already do the spiel?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So we're good to go. They're just grabbing a mic check. Can you guys just say your first and last names?
Abby Schmitz.
Kristen Smith.
Perfect. Excellent.
Sounds great. If you're looking for a way to challenge yourself while making a difference, one upcoming event may be perfect for you.
Next month, the Arc of Monroe and the Arc Ontario are teaming up for Over the Edge, giving participants the chance to rappel down the side of a building and it's all to raise money for programs and services that support people with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Joining us this morning to tell us more are Kristen Smith, the Senior Director of Marketing and Communications from the Arc of Monroe, and Abby Schmitz, who has signed up to take the leap as one of this year's rappellers. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
That is an amazing feat. We were talking about it during the break. How are you feeling ahead of this?
Yeah, the funny thing about me is I am terrified of heights. So it was definitely a shock and surprise wild card move for all of my family and friends to see that I was doing this. But I am definitely feeling very motivated at this moment in time specifically. And the more that I learn about the ARC and everything that they do, I mean, it's a no-brainer to get involved in something like this.
It's hard not to feel emotional when you think about all of the work done through the Arc of Monroe and Arc Ontario. For somebody unfamiliar, give us a quick little overview.
Yeah, we are 2 chapters, one in Ontario County and one in Monroe County, and we support adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and that can be a variety of things, anywhere from job, helping with employment services, day programming, residential homes, a lot of things like that. So giving people with disabilities the opportunity to fulfill their goals and live lives of meaning, however that looks to them.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like this event is really fun and interesting. How did this sort of come about?
Yeah, so Over the Edge has been around for a while. You might remember it's been here to Rochester in the past and Buffalo. And so they reached out to Arc Ontario, which is our neighbors to the east there. And they asked if they would like to do that. And they asked if we would join in. So now we're partnering up to be together, Arc of Monroe and Arc Ontario. And we're going to have upwards of 40 different rappellers that are going to be going over the edge, and they all will raise $1,000 each, and then that will go back to the Arc of Monroe and Arc Ontario for programs and services.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's happening at the Hyatt Regency, yes?
Correct.
Do we know how tall that building is?
Ooh, it's well over 100 feet. We don't go all the way to the bottom. We go about halfway down where there's a platform, and that's where the party's going to be afterwards. So you come rappelling down, your family can watch you from below and be at a safe distance to watch. People will be cheering Abby on and watching from there. And so, yeah, it's definitely still pretty high up there, but it's not the full length, but it's still pretty high up there. So it'll be pretty exciting.
Yeah. Abby, have you told your family about it? What are they thinking?
They are holding me accountable, and I think if I don't follow through and meet them down on that platform, the laughter that I will get for years to come, it's all worth it.
Well, I was wondering what will motivate you, either the cheering fans from below or like the fear of everybody making fun of you after.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely that second one. But I think more so it's just like the community in general, the opportunity for everyone to go and meet there and cheer everyone on or be a part of the actual going over the edge. I mean, at the top, you're still at the top of the bill.
It's still high up there. Yeah, I give you credit.
Yeah, but it's all about community, and that's what the ARC is doing, and helping not only those that are directly involved, but everyone, and from family, friends, colleagues, potential employers. It's an entire community, and I think shedding light that there are invisible barriers than those that are so obviously affected. It makes this fear that no one really knows about me, I guess, watching, aside from the people that will laugh at me if I don't do it, it's worth it to go over the edge, conquer that fear to help bring down the rest of those invisible barriers. So that's what's motivating me.
Definitely, and that's a really big purpose behind it. Kristen, tell us a little bit more when it comes to some of the amazing things at the Arc of Monroe. I mean, Dancing with the Arc, one of the many fundraisers as well, but there's some really great programs.
Yeah, both the Arc of Monroe and Arc Ontario has fundraisers throughout the year. We're Medicaid based, so we get our funding from the state, but also to have these extra opportunities for fundraising so we can give people the programs they deserve, the opportunities they deserve. Both chapters have many fundraisers going on. We had Dancing with the Arc, which you were one of the big winners for, and so that was exciting. We also have our gala coming up. Arc Ontario has a fundraiser coming up in another week or so lots going on. Very busy over there, trying to just give people with disabilities every opportunity they can have to have great lives.
Absolutely.
This is a two-part question.
Okay.
One, is there a fundraising goal for the entire event? And then two, if somebody's watching and they're thinking, all right, this sounds like a lot of fun, but unfortunately I can't make it,
Right.
how can they still get involved and still donate?
Yep, there is a fundraising goal. We have about 40 spots for rappellers, and each rappeller that wants to come through, they have to raise $1,000 in order to go over the edge. Or, there's sponsorship opportunities as well. If your company would like to do it, there are rappelling spots that come along with that. So that's an easy way to do it. And if you can't make it, you can go to either one of our websites, arcmonroe.org or thearcontario.org, and you can donate directly there if you can't make it, or you're not as brave as this one is.
I think everyone that is going to be laughing at me if I don't do it, all of those people, should sign up to do it with me.
Or that's a good challenge.
Yeah.
right
Can I
there.
challenge them? Yeah. I mean, Rochester, show up. It's the entire community. Come join me. It'll be less scary that way.
I imagine that those 40 spots are going to go quick, too.
Yeah, we're about halfway there now, but there are still spots available. So if people want to come out and this sounds exciting, do it. Conquer a fear and do something great. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not only going to feel good about yourself, but you're going to have donated to a great cause.
Yeah, and Abby, what has outreach looked like for you to get some people to go ahead and donate for your cause?
I've been talking about it a lot.
Yes.
Daring my friends for sure, and spreading the word on social media and reaching out to. I mean, in this opportunity, we were talking about it earlier. A lot of the people that donated to my fund on the website is people that have done it themselves and overcome their own fears, or just tried it in different cities. Honestly, all over the place, people were reaching out to me and telling their stories of why they're involved, and also, even if they haven't done it, why they love the ARC so much. So it's been an overpouring of, I think, confidence, and also just, again, connecting this community in such a large way.
Wonderful. Saturday, September 17th at the Hyatt Regency. All information will go over on foxrochester.com. Thank you both.
Thank you so much.
Hey, stick around. We have so much more to come on ARC Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
We'll be right back. o'clock on this August 6th. It is a Friday Eve, my friends. Thank you for sticking with us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Ferdman.
And I'm Stephanie Joseph. Meteorologist Marty Snyder is back with us again for a lot. The answer to today's weather trivia. We've got muddy paws and even a check of the forecast.
A little bit of everything going on today, and even a little rain to talk about. We're tracking a couple of little pockets of rain on radar. We'll have a little bit about those passing through in a few moments. But first, we're going to start off with weather trivia, and we're taking a little different angle. Lots of times it's more of like a scientific type question. Well, it's related to weather, but it's more of the organization of the federal government and how the National Weather Service fits into it. So a little different angle onto that one. But we have National Weather Service. They're overseen by which department of the federal government? And there are your choices. We have A, Department of Homeland Security, B, Department of Health and Human Services, C, Department of Commerce, or D, the Department of Agriculture. So which one was it? We have, like I said, I was able to get the question out there successfully today online. So
that's great.
We're going to have folks' answers coming up in a moment. But yeah, kind of a different angle that we took on this one. Lots of times it's more of a 101 meteorology textbook type question. So I figured we'd change it up a little bit, give a little different challenge today to those.
Yeah.
Can I ask a follow-up question before we go over?
Sure.
Okay.
I may or may not answer that question, but yeah.
Okay, I get to ask at least.
Sure.
What exactly does the National Weather Service do when it comes to services?
One of the big things as far as what we use and what we're able to transmit out is any type of tornado warning, things like that, thunderstorm warnings, severe weather watches, things like that. Those are the things that they're kind of the organization that spearheads that, unifies it for everyone, and then it's our job to put those out there so we can put that information out there and keep folks updated on that kind of stuff.
How long has the National Weather Service been around?
I want to say, I should know this off the top of my head. I think it's 1870.
Whoa,
I believe it was 1870 when they were, I think it had a different name, it might have been Weather Bureau or something to that effect, but the organization has been around quite a few years, and that actually is around the time when our records here in Rochester started. So our records, we have one of the longest periods of record in the country. We go back to about 1871, some of our oldest records.
Whoa,
that's
so
cool.
We break a record here. It's pretty significant because it stood the test of time for a pretty good amount of time.
I felt semi-confident when you answered the first part of that question, and then it kind of dwindled after that.
Yeah. All right, we have some folks who gave some answers here. It looks like C and D are kind of the primary ones that we're going to. They have for C, we have Rod and Janet, and for D, we have Irene, Tom, Babs, and Cheryl with D as well. Lots of C's and D's on that one as well. For C, we have Ron, Allison, Carl, or Carol, I'm sorry. And for D, we have Sandra, Charlene, and Stephen. See if we have any more variation on these. Oh, looks like those are, we're narrowing it down.
People are pretty.
Kind of knocked off the first couple there. We have Mary Lou with D, Donna with D, Thomas D. Happy Thursday. Same to you, Thomas. And C's from Cassandra, Heather, and Rod. And even more. Wow, this is pretty consistent with those two. Paul with D. We have Karen with D. Happy Friday Eve. Same to you as well. Debbie with D. And C's from Barbara, Debbie, and Kyla. Happy almost Friday to you as well, Kyla.
Look at you. You got a lot of answers today, Marty.
Yeah, cool. I love the responsive folks give. So Betty has D. Abby and Steph look pretty. Marty looks good too. Thank you.
Thanks,
Trying to butter us up there a little bit. Florence with C. Have a great day. Tahuti C. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Judy has D with have a great day, everyone. And Lima Pumpkin Festival and Ag Day C with kind of a tough one. So I was trying to change it up. So do a little challenge, kind of make it a little bit more tough. Wow, we got a lot of participation. Melanie with D, happy Thursday. Lisa with C, Lisa's dad with D, Katie with C, Robert, Katie's husband with D, and Eva and Richard C, good morning from Oklahoma.
Hey.
Long distance listeners. Another one. Wow, my goodness, this is great. Cheryl with D, Dave, Cheryl's husband with C. Everyone looks good. Thank you, Dave.
You too, Dave and
Appreciate
Cheryl.
that, Dave. Kevin with D, Colleen, Kevin's wife with B, and we have Judy and David with D.
Wow.
That was a lot.
That was like, that was up there.
You take a deep breath after that.
Right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? So they've kind of narrowed it down to C and D. Do you think the crowd is right? Do you think they're off on a tangent and may not be right with that? I don't know.
I think I ruled out C.
Okay.
Because I think of trade, not the National Weather Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So C was definitely out for me. Sorry to the C people, but I don't think that one is it.
Gotcha.
That was the first one that I eliminated as well. So maybe I was thinking Department of Agriculture.
Makes sense.
I was thinking that as well, but I wasn't confident.
All right. Want to know the answer?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Really?
Department of Commerce, yeah.
No way.
And there's agriculture is, what people would think of. You deal with, plants and agriculture, things growing. They need the weather. They need accurate weather information. Well, it falls under the Department of Commerce.
What?
That's crazy.
So
I was thinking like the Farmer's Almanac. That was why I was going with D. But that is.
But I think it's kind of along what you were thinking with trade and things like that. I guess maybe that's why it falls under the Department of Commerce. So it's one of those that I didn't know a long time ago. I'm like, okay, that's kind of different. So
well, the sea people, I'm sorry again.
Sorry we doubted you guys.
But it was good. It was a good try. Good try, that one. Now it's time for a Muddy Paw Outlook. We have Ellie there.
Oh, Ellie.
Getting a little snuggle there. Look
at those eyes.
Yeah. So we have at least some rain that's going to try to work through today. Like I mentioned, we're going to look at radar in a moment. We have Friday with at least some rain. None of those days really look to be washouts, but at least that chance is there for the next 3 days. And then Sunday and Monday, that risk of rain starts to back off a little bit. So we start to change things around a little for that time frame. But today, again, some showers out there now, some a little heavier than others. And even into the afternoon, the chance is there for a thunderstorm. Mid-80s for highs today. That humidity holds on pretty well. And the theme that we've been seeing so far this morning is not really widespread rain, but as you zoom in, you can see some cells with some slightly heavier precipitation out there. One of those moving out over Lake Ontario, just north of town of Ontario, over towards Pulteneyville as well. But even across Monroe County, we're seeing that one line. A lot of it's been southwest and northeast oriented, lifting northeast. So anywhere from about Scottsville to Chila, even moving out of Gates into the city of Rochester and even up towards Irondequoit right now. Those are the areas that have been seeing some of that moderate rain along that line, and those few cells passing through. And the WAMCAM, been kind of a neat view there where you see the rain here and there. Every once in a while, there goes that one phase in the background there lifting through. So it's that theme where it's just on and off where we're seeing some of that. And this may be the focus for a lot of the rain that we'll see for the entire day. After this, I think it may try to wind down a little bit for us. But 73 currently. A lot of places are in that 70s range, a little warmer to the east where there hasn't been quite as much of that rain across portions of those towns. But we will see more breaks of sun return. Notice those clouds push east. I think through the afternoon, mainly dry, a lower risk of rain then. Notice kind of scattered around us, but not a whole lot. Heading into tomorrow, maybe more so middle of the day when at least late morning, early afternoon when that one little pocket moves through. And then after that, we kind of wind things down a little bit for later in the day, with the exception of areas south and through the Finger Lakes. Have to watch those areas for later tomorrow. But next few days, mid-80s for highs. Humidity holds on pretty well. We'll see temperatures pull back a little bit heading into next week, but still pretty mild even after those numbers drop back into the 70s going into Tuesday and Wednesday. But bottom line for the next few days, chance of rain out there. We're going to see some of those showers, but few and far between, really no washouts in store. But just be aware that some of those areas of rain are out there if you have outdoor plans.
Yeah. It felt like Florida out there when I walked out of the house this morning with the heat and the humidity. So, I mean, the showers, not really surprising. They kind of go hand in hand.
Exactly. Plenty of fuel there for those showers to use to form. A lot of moisture in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Anytime when it comes to weather, especially like this morning, if I can sense that something has shifted, something is going to happen. Whether it's snow in the wintertime or there, it makes it sound ominous, but like whether it's snow or rain, like I always know it's like, this might be a little too good to be true. Something is on the way.
It's like a sixth sense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Job security for me, as long as that weather's changing, that's job security, right?
Yeah.
No problems here. Yeah.
All right, Marty, thank you.
Okay.
We still have much more to come this morning on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we are looking ahead to the weekend. A very special summer social taking place.
Hey, don't forget that you can watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13WIM YouTube page and foxrochester.com. We are back right after this.
It's August?
I know.
It's August.
Flown by.
9:13, one of Rochester's most vibrant neighborhoods is getting ready for their annual summer social this weekend.
The community is invited to shop, explore, eat, and discover all that the Neighborhood of the Arts has to offer. This morning, we're joined by Chris Fanning, the president of the Neighborhood of the Arts Business Association, with a preview of all the fun. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is an event that everybody looks forward to every summer. Give us a rundown of some of the things people can expect.
Yeah, so we've got something for everybody this Saturday. Saturday, August 8th from 10 to 5. Neighborhood of the Arts is going to be open and vibrant and awake and alive. So we've got at our Merriman Playground, we've got a bagel brunch happening, we've got storytelling, we've got Tai Chi lessons, plus the playground is there so people can come, hang out. But then around the neighborhood, you can go to different businesses. They've got raffles, they've got prizes, we've got prize wheels. Everybody loves a prize wheel. Who doesn't love to spin that? And then over at Three Heads, which is our main hub, that's where a bunch of our vendors are going to be from the neighborhood who want to come and table and have deals, prize wheels, whatever, stuff like that.
And besides obviously getting out to enjoy some nice weather this summer out here, why is it important to have a spotlight on the Neighborhood of the Arts?
Yeah, I mean, it's like we've been saying, it's a vibrant neighborhood. It's a place that's not just retail and restaurants, it's also so much culture. You know, you've got George Eastman, Memorial Art Gallery, the Museum and Science Center, Writers and Books. There's really something for everyone. Whatever your inroad is to the arts, you can find it here and within those couple blocks.
I imagine some people are thinking to themselves, we have such a large art community. Where exactly is the Neighborhood of the Arts?
So if you're thinking about a map of Rochester, think about Culver and University to about Prince Street School of the Arts.
Okay.
Around there, Rochester Broadway Theater League, Museum and Science Center, within that sort of grid is where we're located.
And there is some beautiful artwork just around the area in and of itself, which is really cool. Are there any gems for you that stick out in the Neighborhood of the Arts?
Yeah, you know, I love being able to walk through the Eastman Gardens. The Memorial Art Gallery Sculpture Garden is great. And for a weekend like this, talking about pop-up art, we've got Viciously Crafty, which is going to be doing this huge vendor village at the old factory building over by Old Pueblo Grill.
Yeah.
So there's going to be about 50 vendors there, artisans, you know, with all of their work ranging from sculpture to paint to any different medium you can think of.
How cool is that?
Amazing.
Any new businesses that you really want to highlight? Anything that you're thinking, you know, this is like a little hidden gem?
Yeah, you know, I think, and that's the beauty of this event, is that everybody's discovering somebody for the first time when they come out to this, right? I can't tell you how many times working at Writers and Books, I have people come in and they say, I've walked by this building 100 times, I've never known what it is. You know, this is the opportunity for people to find their gems.
Yeah, for sure. And this is a big to-do, you know. How do you even put this together? When do you start? What does that look like?
Well, it is all, it's a group effort, right? It's everybody who's in the business association. It's the incredible board that I get to work with, who this does not happen without them. Sponsorship, we have Harry Bronson sponsoring us this year, helping us get the word out with marketing. It's a group effort.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's happening Saturday, August 8th, rain or shine.
Rain or shine.
But, you know, we're keeping our fingers crossed for beautiful weather.
We got plenty of tents. People can be under things, but yeah, it's not going to rain.
No.
It's not going to rain.
Yeah, so why not come out? For sure. There's so much here. I'm looking at the list. You had mentioned 50 vendors before. Does that include the list that we're seeing here?
So you're seeing a list of the participating members of the Business Association, and then on top of that is the Viciously Crafty Arts Fair that's got the 50 additional vendors.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, like I said, something for everybody.
Very good. Excellent. It's always great to see you. Always great to have you on. Anything else that you are looking forward to as we, you know, I hate to say it, but
Don't
like
say it.
wrap up? I know. Anything to look forward to in the fall?
Personally, or
it doesn't matter. Sure. Yeah. Why not?
You know,
anything with Writers and Books or anything like that?
Sure, yeah. I mean, we have our Rochester Reads program, which will happen in November. It's our 25th anniversary. That's big. There's a lot of anniversaries happening this year around Rochester, which is exciting. Fringe is coming, which is always exciting. And for me personally, I need to get to Durand Eastman a couple more times to go swimming before before the fall.
Yep.
That is for sure.
Great to see you as always, Chris. Thank you for coming
Thanks for having
in. You
me.
won't want to miss it. It is one of those festivals that people just love. We'll post all the information for you on Fox Rochester and 13wham.com.
Hey, don't go far. When ARC Rochester returns, we are asking ourselves the question, is this story true or is it trash?
Yeah, Christian will be here on the other side of the break. Oh, you know what it's time for? Another edition of Truth or Trash.
Here we are. Oh, our naughty conversations during the commercial breaks, you know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's just me and Marty. Yeah, anyway, there it is. No, so we've got 5 stories today for Truth or Trash. All true, all trash, a mix of both. I don't know. Actually, I do know. You guys got to figure it out, though. So 5 stories. Let's get our sweatbands on, sleeves up. We have some work to do, okay? Y'all ready? So first story, Scrapper raps about trash. Scrapper is a social media star who raps about trash. The 32-year-old Scrapper, William Cavendish, picks out of the dump near Berkshire, England, and has made songs about some of his findings, including a combined pile of about 500 pounds in coins, a brand new bike, false teeth, prosthetic limbs, a gold bracelet, antique toys, and an antique full silver utensil set. There we go. One song, The Dump Jump, has racked up close to 1 million views on TikTok. Amazing. Here we go.
Are you going to sing it for us?
No.
Okay.
Maybe later.
Okay.
It's a rap, so I'm not much of a rapper. I'm more of a, opera, classically trained.
Sure.
No, I'm kidding. Story 2, Spider-Man fans furious after theater plays raunchy R-rated movie. Spider-Man fans thought they were in for the latest installment of the franchise, but Olivia Wilde's I Want Your Sex played instead. The location of the theater is not known, and it's unclear how long I Want Your Sex played before they finally switched it to the screening of Spider-Man. On that same trajectory here, entire theater evacuated during Spider-Man over rotten flatulence. In Colombia, no one's spider senses could predict what was to come after an audience member experienced what they can only describe as a gas attack halfway through the movie. The culprit has not been identified, and some reports claim it might have been a stink bomb or that stink spray people use at times.
Yeah.
One theater goer said, "To ruin a whole cinema like that, God only knows what that person ate." Maybe clams and cauliflower or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's really something to clear out a whole theater. I'm thinking it's the spray. People do use that stuff.
Gotta be.
It's gotta be. No human alive could evacuate a theater like that. Maybe Marty after dinner, yeah. Story number 4. Chicken amusement park shut down over uncooked meat.
No.
A social media influencer who filmed himself cooking poultry at a mini chicken theme park was shut down due to health concerns. Ahmed from Oman has millions of followers and as part of a festival set up an attraction that saw dozens of chickens being cooked while on mini theme park rides like tiny Ferris wheels and small roller coasters. Health inspectors shut it down because of the undercooked meat and traces of blood. Is that the jackrabbit?
Yeah.
Okay, talking about Oman here. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, story 5. Man charged with using homemade spike strips to keep kids off his yard. A Minnesota man has been charged after he installed a homemade spike strip in his front yard to stop kids from cutting across. Police were called to his home located in the town of Wyoming. And when there, they found 40 screws driven into a plastic board so the points would stick straight up in the yard. The man admitted to doing this. He was charged with creating a dangerous trap, which is a misdemeanor, and will be in court on August 25th. Those are the 5 stories right there. Scrapper rapping about trash. Spider-Man fans furious after theater plays raunchy R-rated movie. Also, the Spider-Man showing in Colombia evacuated over that raunchy, well, I'm using raunchy again here, that flatulent smell. And then the chicken amusement park shut down in Oman, and man charged with using homemade spike strips to keep kids off his yard. Wow. Quite a mixed bag today.
It really is.
Lady Joseph.
Okay, so I want to say DJ Scrapper is real. I really want to hear it if that's the truth. I'm saying it is, it's truth, but really interesting finds.
That was great.
Right?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
For Spider-Man raunchy movie, I don't follow Olivia Wilde's career closely, but I don't think she directed that movie. The last one I can't remember, but it wasn't named that.
Yes.
So I'm going to say that that is trash.
Okay.
I do know that the third one is true, so truth.
Oh, yeah, the flatulence?
Yes.
You were pretty convinced it was diarrhea spray. You're like, yep, it probably has to be.
Somebody probably had something.
Yeah.
'Cause you'd be surprised how far it travels.
You've used it before.
No. For Chicken Amusement Park, I'm going to say that that's trash just because of the location. I feel like Oman wouldn't really do a chicken amusement park. I feel like of all the things, it would be something
Can you
else.
picture a bunch of dead chickens on roller coasters and on a Ferris wheel and like with heat lamps?
Now, if it happened in the U.S. or if it was like a state fair of sorts, that
Yes,
would make
indeed.
sense.
Oman is certainly next level with that. Yes.
I think for the last one is why you said town of Wyoming. Is that here?
Town of Wyoming in Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. I'm gonna say truth for that one.
There we go. Abby, you're on deck.
Okay. The trash rap, I'm going to go truth for that, mostly because I also would like to hear the trash rap.
Yeah.
Spider-Man fans furious, I'm going to say trash for that as well. I
Oh,
feel like
goodness me.
before anything too risque played, the theater employees would have noticed that it was the wrong film.
Maybe they didn't care.
Maybe they didn't care, maybe not. The flatulence, I will go trash for that as well. The chicken amusement park, I'm gonna say trash.
It's so ridiculous.
And listen, I think it would take much more to actually shut down something. They'd probably get a warning. They'd be like, "Hey, you have to cook the meat." In my mind, there would be other steps first.
I think just the kinetic motion of the rides was supposed to cook it.
Oh, okay. And then homemade spike strips, I'm gonna say truth for that, but that's real messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think some dads reach a certain point there, right, Marty? Would you do that?
Definitely not.
Yeah,
No.
no.
I just yell at the person.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. Let's see. For the first one, I'll say that's true. Because Oscar the Grouch had a song back in the day. It might have been like the 10th anniversary.
Oh, really?
I think I had the 10th anniversary Sesame Street LP.
LP?
And I think that was yes.
Oh my God.
And I think he had a song on there about trash. So
Really?
I think it's
trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think this dude, he probably rapped about trash. So the next generation.
The trash rap.
Yeah. The movie theater. Oh my goodness. I'd say that happened.
Do you know who Spider-Man is, Marty?
I do.
Okay,
I
all right,
do.
yeah.
Yes.
The
That's
one now, or
Yeah.
bit of movie trivia that I do know. So I'd say that did happen.
Okay.
I bet that did happen. Something was rerouted wrong, and yeah. Let's see the entire theater. Yeah, I'd say that happened too. I could see that happening. Or at least people being done with it and walking out.
Actually,
maybe not formal.
I follow a woman on Instagram. Her and her husband go to drive-thrus and spray down, saturate the drive-thru window with diarrhea spray. And you'd imagine they're in the car breathing this in. Then when the person comes to the window, they close. They can't believe the smell.
Oh no!
That diarrhea spray is really something. It's
That's
powerful.
horrible.
It's powerful. It's powerful stuff.
here's your
I'd say-
food.
Yeah.
For the fourth one, I know that's true. That is true.
What?
Really?
And there is video. I've seen that one.
It's ridiculous.
Yes. And for the final one, yeah, I think someone did that. So I'd say true for the last one.
All right, well, let's go down the list here. I made up the first one,
What?
DJ Scrapper.
Really?
Yeah. And that's why you asked me to sing the dump jump song. I can. I'm just like, dump, jump, jump, jump. And you're like, that's good. I'm like, well, oh, thanks, I guess.
You might have another career.
I might. Yeah, maybe that could be. And I got rid of the DJ because I've done stories on made up DJ Naughty Spanks, DJ Naughty Thoughts. I thought if I put a DJ in front, they're going to think it's fake. So I was just saying Scrapper. So anyway, made up story. Story number 2, that's true. I don't know how long the raunchy movie was played for, though. And it did say Olivia Wilde's I Want Your Sex. I think it might have played for a little bit, then they switched it over. I don't think it was the full movie. Story 3, that was true. Stephanie was hot on that one. I'm pretty sure it was probably some kind of stink spray or something. Story 4, that's true. I hope we have video of this to show because it's ridiculous. And then story 5, that is also true. There it is.
What?
There we go. Oh my God.
They're the chickens.
I can't believe.
Yeah.
And the fire. Oh my God. That's
yeah.
not enough time.
I mean, what they spend 10 seconds rotation
I know.
on that.
It turns out, how long do you have to spend on that Ferris wheel of hell
Probably
to get
like
cooked?
2 hours. An hour.
And this was in Oman?
Oman, yeah, at a festival. Ahmed. I got rid of his last name because I couldn't say it. So I'm like, I'm just going to murder that one. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah?
I can't believe it.
I think I got. That's the worst I think I've ever done on
Really?
a Truth or Trash.
You know, I'm sorry.
bombed
You know,
that.
we should
Hoping
really.
for another.
We're hoping for another, like you did yesterday, right? You're on fire.
Yeah.
We should start offering prizes.
We should.
Maybe like a
That'd be great.
cheesecake or something.
Like a cheesecake.
Who knows?
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
What a segue. Wow.
look at that. That's why they pay him the big bucks.
That's right.
We have much more to come here on Arc Rochester, including cheesecake.
Yeah, we're back right after this.
Good Thursday morning. Thank you for sticking with us on ARC Rochester. 3 bands known for some big hits in the 90s are on tour together this summer, and they're working their way to CMAC this Sunday night.
The show includes Blues Traveler, Gin Blossoms, and Spin Doctors. I was able to Zoom with singer Robin Wilson of Gin Blossoms. He's on the road with the band and talked to me from the gym during a morning workout.
Hi, Stephanie. It's nice to meet you.
I want to start off with, you're currently on tour, headed to all of these different areas. What is it like to be back on the road again?
Well, we do this all the time. In fact, we're generally on the road more than half of the time, so it doesn't feel at all unfamiliar. It's very familiar. In fact, the venue we're playing today is as soon as we pulled up, I recognized it because we just played here a couple summers back, and it's a really lovely place. I'm in Delaware, and there's this beautiful gym right next to the venue. That's why you see all these motivational phrases behind me. So anyway, it feels great to be back on tour, and especially with a great lineup like we have right now. We're out with Spin Doctors and Blues Traveler. I don't know for sure if that tour is what's coming to Rochester or if it's just us, because I just don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's life on the road. You take it one day at a time, right?
That's right. All I need to know is what time is the bus leaving. That's all that matters.
And we know at least that you're headed to our area, Canandaigua specifically, in the next coming days this weekend. Have you been to the area before?
Yes, many times.
What about this area is great? Is it the vibe of the audience?
Let's go with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say the audience is great, and the weather's nice, and there's usually a gym with shouting motivational phrases at you when you're working out. So it's all good.
For sure. I want to get into the music. Obviously, that's the reason why we're here. Tell me about this latest album, the music coming from there. We actually got a release that's saying that, this music right now from this album is so needed, especially right now. What about that music is so important to the times we're living in?
Well, it's been a few years since we've released a record, so I'm not 100% certain what record you're talking about. We are celebrating the 30th anniversary of our second album, which is called Congratulations, I'm Sorry. And our music is just pleasant. We're not trying to write some sort of political statement or anything like that. We write songs about ex-girlfriends and road trips because that's what we're generally thinking about. And we don't take the messaging too serious. We just want to write good music that can connect with people.
Yeah, and that's so important. I was talking about Mixed Reality.
Oh, great. That's a good record.
Yeah, if you want to talk a little bit about that, you kind of mentioned what the themes are like for your music. I'm obviously familiar, but we'll get to that in a second. Tell me a little bit about Mixed Reality.
Oh, well, we recorded it with a really great legendary producer named Don Dixon. And Don produced some of my favorite albums, groups like REM and the Smithereens and Marshall Crenshaw. So it was a lifelong ambition to make a record with Don Dixon. So that was cool. And then, there's a song on the record. The first song on the record is called Break. It's a song I wrote that's basically my mission statement as a dad and as a grown man. And it was fun putting together the album cover, and it's a pretty solid record. I think it holds up to our classic material, and we'll be doing 1 or 2 songs from that when we get to Rochester on Sunday.
That's great. And that brings me to my next question, wondering what fans can expect. I know one of my favorites by the Gin Blossoms is Follow You Down. And I
Yay.
feel like it's the soundtrack to a lot of different generations. I remember it specifically growing up watching How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, for example.
Yay. All
And your
right.
music has been featured in plenty of other films
I love
as
that.
well. But what
Yeah.
are some of the hits that people can expect?
Well, yeah, you'll definitely get "Follow You Down." We open the show with that one, and we've got 7 hit singles that we're doing in the show. So almost better than half of the show is material that people are familiar with. So we don't get paid to play the B-sides. People don't want to hear us experiment. We're there to do our hits, and fortunately, we've got a few.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm wondering, because you were kind of talking about life changes already, coming up from Arizona, starting in probably some humble beginnings to now you're catapulted into major motion pictures, whatnot. How has the music sort of changed as you've gone through some different life experiences?
Well, musically, we really haven't changed that much. We've never been one of those groups that has felt a need to sort of reinvent ourselves. But as I said, I, I wrote a song about being a dad. I couldn't have written that when I was 23. That wouldn't have made any sense. So lyrically, I guess things have grown a bit. But these are things we don't really overthink this kind of stuff. We write songs that we like and that we hope our bandmates are going to like. And if it survives a sort of audition and rehearsal process and actually makes it onto a record, then it's generally a pretty good song. And then there's a whole other process of trying to find out what on the record we can play in the live show and what works really well. And so there's a whole Darwinian mechanic at work that sort of weeds out songs that don't work as well for the live environment. But like I said, we don't overthink these kinds of things. We're a simple band, and we're just here to entertain people uh, and just try to brighten up whatever community we happen to be blasting through.
Yeah, and good music is good music, right? No need to mess
Yeah,
with it. And
right.
I'm really curious, obviously coming from the 80s until now, I'm sure there have been some seasons that the band has gone through in and of itself. How have those seasons added to your performance? How has it, made you come together as a group?
Well, it's the times, the few years that we were apart that really helped give us an appreciation for the how privileged we are to have connected with people and to have had some commercial success. So we don't take that for granted. We're grateful for every opportunity we have to go out and play for people. And we've grown into a family and a brotherhood that is committed to each other. We're very loyal to each other, and we want to keep this going as long as we can. And hopefully, we'll be able to keep making music for a few more years.
Yeah, that's a great segue into my next question for you, which is what do you hope for in the future? Do you hope to be featured in some more movies, for example? Do you hope to maybe make some new records? What are some goals in mind?
Well, we've kind of gotten everything we ever dreamed of, to be honest with you. I mean, when we started out, I had goals like write a hit song. Okay, well, we did that. Perform on Saturday Night Live. Okay, we did that. Um, so as far as goals, our goal is just to keep going, to not embarrass ourselves, to live up to our legacy, and to service and serve our fans, and be the band that they hope we are.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm going to ask you a really hard question. This is my second to last one. But is there a favorite hit or song in general that you like to perform for people that you're looking forward to performing?
Well, no, I don't really have a favorite because they're all good songs, and I'm really proud of everything of all the material, and that people connect to it. Whatever song I'm singing, that when I look out in the crowd and I can see dozens of other people singing along with it, that's the song I want to play. And luckily, almost every song is like that for us.
Definitely. Is there anything else that you wanted to add that we didn't get a chance to talk about, or just about the upcoming tour stop?
No, I'm just going to finish up my workout. If you guys want, you can watch me do some push-ups. But no, mostly I just want to have a nice day. It looks like that's gonna happen for me. It's a beautiful day outside. I got this great gym to use. The venue's gonna make me some lunch. We're gonna have a sound check. We're gonna do a rock show. I am playing some video games later, and I'm hoping to get my character up to level 52 by time the day is over. I've got a few dragons to slay, as it were. So beyond that, I just want to have a good performance and a healthy day, and get into bed tomorrow or later tonight and know that we pulled it off and that we're doing what we meant to do.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again for your time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Showbiz.
It is very nice to meet you. Peace and love.
Yesterday.
Oh, it did? Yeah, we were there, or we were passing by it in Canandaigua over the weekend.
Chris is ready. Chris is ready. Have you had any cheesecake yet today? Okay.
No way.
Oh, really?
All right.
Oh,
Well,
that's
he's been at Cheesy Eddie's all morning long, hence the T-shirt. He's been helping them celebrate their 50th anniversary, and you brought back some treats today. Thank you for that, buddy.
Brought you guys back some cheesecake, the OG, their bestseller. And then I don't know why I was so thrown off by this when I asked him what his second bestseller was. Carrot cake?
Yeah.
So brought back some carrot cake right there. Are you guys fans of carrot cake though?
Yeah. Listen.
Because I am not. He already knows that, so he will
like
not be
it
offended.
warm.
You like it warm?
Yeah. I warm up my cake. Oh, it's very good.
Okay. Interesting.
You like
Oh,
carrot-
definitely.
You like carrot
Yeah.
cake?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Does everyone like milk with their?
Well,
This is old. A glass of milk with my carrot
I'm an
cake.
adult, so no. Just kidding. Just kidding. No. I mean, it's been a minute.
I like milk with my cake.
Are you like a vitamin D milk kind of kid?
I like just straight up milk. Yeah, it's great. To me, it's better in lattes than almond milk and oat milk because the fat. Never mind.
No,
yeah, there's a boost in fat content when it comes to milk versus almond milk, and then you get more flavor. Yeah. It's like adding butter to your food. Okay, all right, we're done. Can I have? Can I try the first piece?
Yeah.
If that's okay.
You were there
I know
all
I'm
morning,
your
dude.
guys' guest, but
You're not. This is your show too.
okay. And then we will go.
Grab a good size one there.
Yeah, you get a.
Take the biggest one. Right in front of you.
Yeah, take that one. What was the highlight of your morning, Christopher?
The shipping.
The what?
It's so lame.
Oh,
the
okay.
shipping segment, just because I don't know.
You say it's lame?
The logistics. Well, I mean, it's because even Steven was like, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's not a huge side of our business, but it is a part of our business.
Okay.
It's not as visually exciting is probably what I'm thinking
Yep.
about saying, but it's still like getting the logistics of getting cake somewhere is. I don't know.
Perishable
solid.
item. Yeah,
a
it's gotta be
perishable
tough.
item. It's got to be 2 days. It can't look like crap because this could be the first time someone in Hawaii is tasting a Cheesy Eddie's cheesecake.
Yeah.
So you can't mess that
Did you
up.
send him that far?
Yes. Farthest he sent is Hawaii.
Wow.
Yep. He also, we didn't talk about there was a World Cup player that he knew, Stephen Baker, knew, and he was asking that World Cup player, can't name drop, he's from Haiti. And he was asking to get some cheesecake sent for a birthday. But
Did you want a big one, Marty?
No, this
you
is
should
perfect
take a
for
big
me.
one. Okay.
This is perfect for me. I always enjoyed this cheesecake. The place where I used to work in
it's
college.
very good.
You used
they
to work.
Yeah, so I didn't work there, but they used to buy product from us. So whenever someone would come to buy or pick up the product from Cheesy Eddie's, they would bring one of these boxes, set it in the break room with the floss for all the employees in the plant to enjoy. They were always really nice to the employees in the plant. So I'll always remember that from
Tastes like
back in college when I used to work there, and they used to come in and bring us a sample every once in a while. It was always
did you guys like cheesecake when you were little? Like for
No.
Thanksgiving? I hated it. I was like, why would you eat a cake filled with cheese? Because I thought it was the literal meaning of cheesecake.
We never had it really growing up.
Really?
We did
I don't
like
think so either, no.
we did pies for
No?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
more pies, like
Yeah.
apple pies. stuff like
Producer
that.
Ashley wants to know if you're wearing a women's shirt.
No. Just getting a little bit more jacked, man.
Yeah.
I started a new gym and then a new gym routine, 585 Fitness. So if I'm looking monstrous right now, that's why.
Yeah,
an
having a hard
extra
time
small.
fitting in this.
Yeah, this is a large. I can't do an extra large. It'd be
It's
this
not
too
large.
much. It is.
It
It's
is,
a large.
really?
Yeah, check the. I think unless I'm wrong.
What we got here?
This is some solid merch.
What we got?
You guys were
It is a. What is that? Oh, it's a G, so it's got to be a grande. So yeah, I guess so. It is a large.
Is this like your 5th gym that you've joined this past month?
I've done a Planet
just
Fitness. No, done Planet Fitness, done LA Fitness. And then Hot Works in
yeah.
Barrington. And then, what is that, 4? So Elevate 585 would be my 4th gym here in Rochester.
Wow.
Going through all of them.
Sampling them all.
They're good
not,
gyms, man. I
right?
got to try them all.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this is awesome.
It
This
really
is very,
is.
very good cheesecake.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and it's one of those, it's definitely an iconic location.
Oh
And
yeah.
an iconic piece of Rochester food history.
Yeah.
The way people show up, especially for the National Cheesecake or Free Cheesecake
They
Day
did
that
3
they do.
days.
I know, that was amazing this year. So more people, if they missed out on the actual day, they could try it. And there's marble cheesecake. He said 30 different kinds?
Yeah, it was over 30 different flavors that they have there.
That's wild.
So no shortage of variety there.
Yeah.
But he said over 5,000 cheesecakes for that National Cheesecake Extravaganza that they
That's
gave out.
amazing.
It was a ton of work. And then I guess the Bills called them week of training camp and were like, hey,
No.
can you bring some of that over here?
Yeah.
So he brought 85 pounds, I believe,
Amazing.
of cheesecake to those players.
They probably ate all of it.
to
Bulking up for the season.
Yeah, to juice them up, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, amazing. We're running out of time here.
Oh, gosh, we didn't even get to try the cake.
I know. I know. We have final thoughts when we come back on the other side of the break.
We're back after this.
Final thoughts of the morning on Arc Rochester on this Friday Eve. What are we giving the cheesecake? 10 out of 10.
Yeah. 100%.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
10.5.
10.
Oh, wow. Off the charts.
Okay.
I think we need to do more research on the carrot cake because that has not been sampled yet. I know. It's got to save some for other people, though.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I know. We've got the production crew over there. And director Nick was like, can I take the table? He thought that we were
Now we know what he really
Yeah, you're not
He takes
fooling
the cake.
anybody, Nick. We know your games. That does it for us here on Arc Rochester. Wake up with us again tomorrow morning, starting at 4:57 on 13 WHAM ABC.
Much more live local news coming up later for 13 WHAM News at midday. We'll see you tomorrow for Friday. Bye.